Darkness is never a sterile and silent void. Imagine yourself reclining upon your bed. Your breathing gradually steadies, and the faint whisper of a breeze from outside echoes like an inviting murmur. Your body slowly relaxes, and at that precise moment, an invisible portal opens, detaching your consciousness from the solid realm of daily existence and guiding it into a domain that scientists explore with boundless curiosity and meticulous attention. Why does the world of dreams appear akin to a forbidden empire? Each layer unraveled provokes doubts about one's own reality. Perhaps you have never truly awakened. Recall the night before. Data from sleep laboratories indicate that the average adult experiences between 4 and 6 dreams each night. Yet, as you peruse these words, you likely recollect only fragments of them. This apparent void is not mere amnesia. It engenders profound questions that stir the soul. Have you genuinely forgotten, or does a deep mechanism within the brain deliberately conceal these remnants, barring memories from another realm? The scientist Sigmund Freud defined dreams as the royal road to the unconscious, where repressed desires erupt freely. In contemporary times, advanced technologies reveal that dreams extend beyond emotional liberation. They assist the brain in processing information, reinforcing memories, and preparing for the future. According to the latest research in 2025, a study led by Gina Poe at the University of California, Los Angeles, has demonstrated that dreams play a crucial role in learning, memory storage, and selective forgetting. This involves restructuring neural networks to optimize cognitive performance. Furthermore, a large-scale analysis of dream databases in 2025, reviewing thousands of reports, offers insights into how consciousness forms during sleep. Memories are rewritten in brain activity, facilitating problem-solving and aiding recovery from post-traumatic stress disorder. An international study in 2025 compiled the largest database of brain activity to date, proving that dreams occur not only in the rapid eye movement stage but also in other phases, thereby broadening their implications for dream consciousness and everyday mental health. In particular, Gina Poe's 2025 research emphasizes that rapid eye movement sleep is essential for forgetting unnecessary memories. It enhances resistance to post-traumatic stress disorder and provides insights into complex problems through synaptic restructuring. This study dissects the functions of rapid eye movement sleep in children with attention deficit hyperactivity disorder and the elderly, elucidating the impact of deep sleep on learning and memory. Brain research is no longer shrouded in vague conjecture. When scientists observe individuals in deep sleep using magnetic resonance imaging, they witness astonishing visions that accelerate the heartbeat. Neural activity in sleep stages does not diminish but rather surges dramatically, sometimes equaling or surpassing that during wakeful work or thought. We believe ourselves to be resting, yet within the cranium rages an electromagnetic storm. Shockwaves dance like fluorescent lights in the obscurity. What is the brain processing? With what does it commune in the depths of the unconscious? None can assert with certainty, but modern theories propose that it reinforces memories, resolves problems, and simulates hazardous situations to prepare for real life. A 2025 study from the University of Texas Southwestern Medical Center illustrates that sleep incorporating dreams aids in forgetting superfluous memories, creating space for new learning. Additional research from Pennsylvania State University links nightmares to anxiety disorders and investigates their effects on mental health. The gut microbiota influences sleep quality, with greater bacterial diversity associated with more stable dream patterns. Research published in specialist journals in 2025 confirms that the composition and diversity of the gut microbiota correlate with sleep quality and duration in both animal models and humans. Interventions such as exercise modulate this ecosystem to enhance rest. This research demonstrates that sleep microstructure organizes memory repetition, with large sharp waves facilitating memory transfer from the hippocampus to the cortex. In neuroscience, a tale from 1983 became legendary, though some question its scientific validity. A man lived an entire 72-year life in a dream, when in reality only hours had elapsed. In that hallucinatory world, he married, fathered children, watched them grow, retired, and witnessed his wife's death. Upon awakening, he cried out in despair, unable to distinguish between reality and the alternative realm. This narrative, perhaps exaggerated, draws inspiration from Michel Siffre's experiment in a cave, where he lost temporal awareness over months. It poses a chilling question: if dreams can engulf existence so realistically and completely, how can one be certain that this present moment is not a dream nested within another dream? Anti-Revontio's threat simulation theory posits that dreams serve as an evolutionary mechanism for practicing responses to dangers. Our ancestors dreamt of wild animals and survived better thereby. Updates to this theory in 2025 integrate data on post-traumatic nightmares, showing enhanced emotional resilience. Moreover, 2025 research analyzes the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic on threat simulation theory. New threats activate simulation mechanisms, generating more danger-laden dreams, with the gut microbiota modulating this response. Species such as Lachnospiraceae promote long and restorative rest. Recent studies on precognitive dreams and threat simulation emphasize that dreams accelerate recognition and response to threats. Empirical evidence supports the evolutionary function of dreams in contexts of trauma and collective stress. Research during the pandemic indicates that dreams became more negative and included more unfamiliar figures, buttressing the theory. In 1953, researchers Nathaniel Kleitman and Eugene Asarinsky at the University of Chicago monitored volunteers' brain waves and inadvertently recorded peculiar signals. Beneath closed eyelids, the eyes moved violently from side to side, as if observing an intense tennis match. This led to the discovery of the rapid eye movement phase, or paradoxical sleep. Notably, awakening at that instant yields vivid recollections of sharp images, sounds, and intense emotions. Yet, minutes later, the memory dissipates like morning mist. Dreams are not random chaos but meticulously orchestrated films, where you are director, actor, and sole audience. Recent research in 2025 from institutions such as the University of California, Los Angeles, proves that dreams during paradoxical sleep restructure neural networks, improve learning and creativity, and protect brain structures in diseases like Alzheimer's. Further studies from 2025 dream databases reveal how dreams shape consciousness during sleep and influence daily mental life. Research showing dreams extend beyond rapid eye movement broadens the spectrum of dream experiences. For instance, Gina Poe's 2025 study highlights that rapid eye movement sleep supports learning and memory through synaptic restructuring, suggesting applications for disorders such as attention deficit hyperactivity disorder and aging. Why does the brain project this hidden film during sleep? A 2024 study from the University of Michigan unveiled part of the mystery in the hippocampus, the center of memory storage. This region behaves uniquely at night, replaying daytime experiences at high speed, sometimes more than double. Thus, an 8-hour workday is re-experienced in little over an hour, sparkling like fireworks. In this process, it filters like an efficient librarian, retaining the essence and consigning the useless to the abyss of oblivion. Scientists such as Matthew Wilson at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology observed this in rats, where the brain replays daily mazes to reinforce learning. Discoveries in 2025 from Rice University show that neurons not only repeat the past but predict the future, modeling challenges in advance. Interdisciplinary research from Pennsylvania State University connects nightmares to mental health, investigating neural mechanisms influenced by anxiety disorders. The microbiota integrates into this process. Research published in 2025 confirms that sleep microstructure organizes memory repetition, with large sharp waves promoting memory transfer from hippocampus to cortex. In broader environments, fragmented repetition support integration, implying consequences for memory deficits. This research emphasizes that neurons during sleep generate predictive models to navigate uncertainty. The educational power of dreams is even more astonishing. In a 2000 experiment at Harvard University using a three-dimensional maze, those who dreamt of the problem performed far better than those who practiced while awake. The brain does not rest, it is a relentless teacher, repeating new skills thousands of times in a risk-free environment. Failure is merely illusion. Thus, history's great discoveries often originated in dreams. Consider the German chemist Friedrich August Kekulé, who puzzled over benzene's structure for years. One night, he dreamt of a snake biting its own tail, forming a perfect circle. That image revealed the hexagonal ring, rewriting organic chemistry. Not only Kekulé, Dmitri Mendeleev beheld the periodic table in a dream, Elias Howe designed the sewing machine needle's eye at the tip, and Frederick Banting saw the experiment leading to insulin, saving millions from diabetes. These dreams are not coincidence but connections of information fragments into innovation. Current research in 2025 confirms that paradoxical sleep facilitates these creative links, restructuring neural networks. Studies on dream technology in 2025 define methods to manipulate dreams with sensory inputs like light or sound, enhancing creativity. One study shows pre-sleep experiences shape neural activity and dream content. Additionally, 2025 research investigates how historical dreams inspired creativity. Nightmares and lucid dreams correlate with creative individuals, and while artificial intelligence democratizes creativity, it cannot replace dream inspiration. Kekulé's dream may pertain to molecular vibration timescales, but from a 2025 perspective, it remains a symbol of scientific inspiration. However, not all dreams are gifts. Sometimes the mechanism falters, plunging us into terror. Have you awakened during sleep fully paralyzed? Consciousness returns, you hear the clock ticking, feel the room's chill, but your body refuses to move, heavy as lead. This is sleep paralysis, a confused state of awareness. Normally, during paradoxical sleep, brainstem neurotransmitters paralyze muscles to prevent enacting dreams. If consciousness awakens before the block lifts, one is trapped. A ghostly presence presses upon the chest, the heart races with primal fear. Research from Stanford University shows sleep paralysis relates to stress, sleep deprivation, and genetic factors, affecting about 8% of the population. A 2025 study from the University of Pennsylvania investigates its links to anxiety and mental disorders, including the role of gut microbiota in sleep quality, where bacterial disruption may exacerbate episodes. Research in 2025 emphasizes that sleep quality and stress influence isolated sleep paralysis. Predictive factors in students intersect with trauma and cultural traditions. This integrates neurophysiological, psychological, and socio-cultural domains. Terror escalates when the paralysis mechanism fails, leading to somnambulism. In a 2024 extreme case, a retired professor drove his car while asleep, revised 15 papers at his old school, and returned home unaware. In the morning, red ink stains on paper were the sole remnants of a parallel life in shadows. Somnambulism occurs mainly in deep non-paradoxical sleep and, if uncontrolled, leads to accidents. Scientists at the Mayo Clinic recommend locking doors for safety. Additional research in 2025 shows the gut microbiota influences somnambulism. Bacterial diversity correlates with sleep stability, suggesting probiotics as therapeutic interventions. Future studies on parasomnias in 2025 discuss arousal disorders and rapid eye movement sleep behavior disorder, emphasizing advanced diagnostics and treatments. In non-rapid eye movement parasomnias, brain localization and morphological changes exhibit abnormal slow-wave activity and fragmented sleep. Why has evolution preserved such risky and fascinating mechanisms? Data reveal that 75% of dreams carry negative tones, including fear, horror, and pursuit. Evolutionary psychologist Antti Revontuo believes this is a survival training system. Ancestors simulated hunts in their heads at night to cope with wild beasts. Those with frequent nightmares react faster in the external world and survive better. Dreams are free psychotherapy. The brain processes emotional trauma, mitigates pain, and prepares for the next day. This theory draws from studies of children and hunter-gatherers, where dreams often involve primal threats. Platforms like X and Reddit host discussions by neuroscientists. Dreams protect visual areas while blocking other senses. Research on nightmares in 2025 shows they process collective stress from the COVID-19 pandemic. Theoretical physics in 2025 proposes dreams as snapshots of parallel realities, emphasizing consciousness's quantum nature, where the brain accesses alternate realms during sleep. Updates confirm the pandemic increased threats in dreams, supporting adaptive functions. Yet in 2025, this absolute intimacy faces peril. Japan's innovative artificial intelligence project, Dream Imaginer at Kyoto University, decodes brain waves to visualize human dreams with 70% accuracy. If this intimate film is recorded and external information imposed, boundaries between self and outer world blur entirely. Dreams are the last bastion of absolute freedom, unbound by physical laws, temporal constraints, or judgment. Researchers like Michelle Carr at Swansea University study lucid dreams for trauma therapy but raise ethical questions. Whose are your dreams? Devices developed in 2025 reconstruct visual narratives from dream reports, paving the way for mapping the unconscious. Japanese scientists at Kyoto University in 2025 created artificial intelligence decoding dreams from magnetic resonance scans with 70% accuracy. This opens possibilities for converting dreams to video, with one study interpreting neural patterns for personalized treatments. Recent research includes systems using functional magnetic resonance imaging and artificial intelligence, where headbands convert brain activity to images. Ponder this: weighing a little over 1 kilogram, within the skull lies an entire universe. In an 80-year life, 10 years are spent wholly in dreams. These 10 years are not dead time but an inner journey, exploring dimensions science has scarcely touched. And speaking of dimensions, perspective shifts. We often captivate ourselves with grandeur in our world, but imagine shrinkage. Reduce the human body to the size of a grain of sand, then smaller. How does reality transform? At that scale, skin is no smooth membrane but a rugged continent of deep valleys and majestic cellular mountain ranges. For microbes, your single step spans centuries. Dust particles in the air appear as colossal planets, drifting slowly through infinite space. Scientists exploring the microworld with electron microscopes show that skin cells form intricate systems, like vibrating metropolises where billions of molecules engage in perpetual activity and energy exchange. Research from the University of New Mexico in 2025 emphasizes fractals in biology. Branching patterns in trees and blood vessels reflect self-similar patterns linking micro and macro scales. Studies in 2025 investigate fractals as echoes of balance in matter, energy, biology, and cosmology, providing mathematical tools for prediction. A recent paper reviews the universality of fractals in galaxies and biological structures, including the fractal characteristics of the cosmic web. The universe grows increasingly complex, with potent forces acting on matter, reshaping it into a web of structures. At smaller levels, blood in vessels is no familiar liquid but a turbulent ocean where gigantic red blood cells drift like prehistoric creatures, transporting oxygen to every corner of the body. Each cell is a tireless city, an infinite energy factory and transport network, more complex than any human metropolis. At that scale, the concept of individuality dissolves. You are not a single entity but an ecosystem, a galaxy composed of trillions of living units, operating by their own rules beyond consciousness. Recent estimates show the human body harbors approximately 37 trillion cells, plus 38 trillion bacteria forming the microbiota. This inner ecosystem influences digestion, immunity, and even emotions. Research published in journals like Brain Medicine in 2025 reveals that the microbiota alters sleep quality and dreams. Diverse microbes correlate with efficient rest and reduced insomnia. Studies in 2025 demonstrate bidirectional causality between microbiota and sleep disorders, proposing probiotics as treatments. One study links oral microbiota diversity in adolescents to longer sleep durations, emphasizing the connection between sleep function and microbial diversity. The strangest aspect is atomic structure, a central nucleus surrounded by vast electronic spaces. This recalls planets orbiting the Sun or solar systems around galactic centers. Emptiness dominates reality. Over 99% of an atom is void. If all humanity's emptiness were removed, we would fit into a sugar cube, with the same mass but extreme density, piercing all surfaces. Benoît Mandelbrot's fractal theory shows this similarity is no coincidence. Self-similar patterns repeat from micro to macro scales, from vascular networks to rivers, atomic structures to galaxies. Cosmological research in 2025 integrates fractals into models of dark matter distribution, proposing hierarchical structures in the universe. Studies explore fractal quantum biology and quantum effects in biological systems, using McGinty equations and analyzing fractal properties in large-scale structures of the cosmic web. Fractals connect the universe from microbes to galactic structures. The similarity between infinite small and infinite large raises questions. Is our vast outer universe part of some incomprehensible colossal being? For a microbe on a dust particle, that particle is the entire universe. For us, Earth is home. But to the cosmos, Earth is a pale blue dot in the void. The universe's silence is not emptiness but beings whose frequencies are too vast to hear. Quantum physicist David Bohm imagined an implicate order where micro and macro connect via quantum fields. Some theories link dreams to quantum realities, where consciousness touches parallel dimensions. At the 2025 Barcelona Conference on Consciousness Science, Roger Penrose investigated consciousness arising from quantum processes in neural microtubules. Linking mind to the quantum universe, Penrose argues in 2025 that consciousness is non-computable, involving quantum mechanical effects, with dreams as portals to deeper reality. Updates connect to quantum gravity. Quantum computation may be the next frontier in consciousness research. Penrose contends intelligence is not a computational process, distinguishing classical and quantum realities. We inhabit a layered world structure. Each dream is an inner universe, each atom an implicate cosmos. Humanity stands in the middle, with limited intellect measuring the infinite. Our smallness is not tragedy but salvation. As a minute point in reality's flow, we are unburdened by illusions of power and importance. Instead, we sense profound connection. With each breath, we are part of the vast universe. Cosmological discoveries in 2025 include observations from the James Webb Space Telescope of cosmic voids and dark matter filaments. Reinforcing interconnected tissue, invisible yet effective dark matter shapes galaxies, much as microbiota shapes our dreams. The telescope confirmed the first escaping supermassive black hole in 2025, traveling at 220 million kilometers per hour, and discovered planets with dramatic atmospheric loss, altering understandings of planetary evolution. It also found the oldest supernovae and voraciously growing supermassive black holes in the young universe. Evidence of atmospheres on rocky exoplanets and possible first stars nourished by dark matter. Other discoveries include confirmation of the first escaping supermassive black hole hurled at 2,200,000 miles per hour and images of cosmic collisions between two spiral galaxies. Hidden supermassive black holes in Jekyll and Hyde galaxies and chameleon-like monsters were uncovered. Each night, as you close your eyes, an interdimensional journey commences. From the solid physical world to the free realm of the unconscious. In those dreams, the brain reweaves existence's threads, heals hidden wounds, and prepares for a new day in the vast cosmos. Cherish dreams even if unremembered. They prove life is not confined to sight and touch. We are creations of light and shadow, reality and illusion. Upon next awakening, smile at the vague echo of a dream. It signals the brain's return from humanity's greatest journey of knowledge. The micro is not small. With deep gaze, it awaits revelation of its grandeur. The universe is not distant. It lies in each neural impulse. Traveler between reality's layers, bearer of unsolved mysteries and infinite dreams. Peaceful night to you, filled with magnificent nocturnal adventures. When night's shadows envelop all, the boundary between truth and illusion blurs, cracks open, and the mind slips into nameless, unmapped territory. There you lie. Breathing steadies, heartbeat like the touch of a patient visitor. Anticipation awaiting entry. Body buries in bed's softness and blanket's warmth, while inwardly another grand adventure begins. Discoveries from University of Michigan scientists in 2025 show the brain during sleep does not rest but restructures networks, reconnects neurons. Reinforcing memories, stimulating creativity, predicting future scenarios, influenced by gut microbiota. Evidence that exercise modulates this ecosystem to improve sleep. This research synthesizes bidirectional interactions between sleep disorders and microbial imbalance. Imagine consciousness no longer confined to solid skeleton or sensitive skin. It melts, permeating matter's layers. Experience the world not through naked eye but as vibrations of cosmic threads, taut between reality's planes. First sensation is vertigo of falling into bottomless abyss, but fear transforms to intense curiosity. Soul's primal ambition conquers the infinite. Roger Penrose's theory proposes consciousness involves quantum processes in neural microtubules. Dreams open doors to deeper reality, with 2025 updates linking to quantum gravity. Quantum computation may be the next major field in consciousness research. Discoveries push physical laws, proposing quantum vibrations in insulating materials. Penrose asserts consciousness is non-computable, quantum effects linking mind to cosmos. Diving deeper into self, external sounds fade. Window creak of wind, clock tick. Instead comes in a grand symphony. See faint light flows, like phosphorescence in night sea. These are neurons' electrical discharges. Each flash carries memory, fear, hidden desire. Weaving complex maze, each branch leading to another dimension of imagination. Research from Rice University in 2025 shows neurons during sleep not only repeat past but imagine future. Creating predictive models to navigate uncertainty, influenced by microbes. Recent studies synthesize how microbiota disruption leads to sleep disorders. This research links oral microbiota diversity in adolescence to longer sleep. At that scale, time distorts. 1 second in the upper world equals millennia in the micro realm. Compare to molecular oceans. Collisions roar like creation's dawn. Life's double helix rises like infinite ladder, leading to evolutionary heights humanity scarcely imagines. Touch deoxyribonucleic acid chains, feel the weight of millions of years' history. All ancestors' joys and sorrows shaping existence. Geneticists like Svante Pääbo reveal deoxyribonucleic acid carries Neanderthal evolutionary memories, influencing sleep patterns through genetic heritage. Research in 2025 links genetic factors to microbiota diversity and sleep quality. Age-related changes in microbiota trigger sleep variations. Yet the mind craves more, diving deeper. Matter no longer solid particles but probability clouds. Here behold naked, fearful truth. Our existence is illusion of emptiness. Smallest particles spin in chaotic yet calculated dance, never truly touching. Invisible repulsions, eternal separations, prevent collapse. That fundamental particle solitude builds the world. Perhaps thus human soul seeks complete connection yet never attains. Quantum entanglement suggests particles connect instantly across distances as dreams link past and future. Quantum consciousness theories in 2025 reinforce this. proposing non-local mind connections. Recent discoveries imply quantum mechanics many worlds interpretation hints at dreams accessing alternate realities. In that abyssal space, emptiness terror creeps. If body is essentially empty, where is true self? In particle interactions, or surrounding infinite space? Feel micro and transient, yet simultaneously powerful. If part of that universe, each atom holds a cosmos, and you encompass the infinite. Observer no longer, but reality's self-reflection. Carl Jung's collective unconscious theory proposes dreams connect us to greater intelligence. Dissolving individual into cosmos, 2025 echoes linked to quantum fields. Thought flow transports to strange realm. Unconscious workshop. Reality fragments combined by illogical yet enlightening rules. Behold cities floating on purple clouds. Rivers flowing upwards, sad gazes of forgotten faces. Each dream attempts to unravel day's mysteries. Defense mechanism, therapy for soul's blows. Research from Oxford University in 2025 shows dreams process negative emotions, reducing stress and building resilience. Additional studies in 2025 link oral microbiota diversity in adolescents to longer sleep durations. This synthesizes neurobiological and psychological aspects of dreams. But beware. In that layered dimensional world, shadows gain existence. Nameless horrors, regret ghosts, hidden in mind's dark corners. Rising like black clouds, threatening to swallow consciousness's light. In that encounter, recognize true human struggle lies not externally but in inner vast voids. Hope flares like flame. Nightmare evolution theory views it as survival training. Excessive leads to disorders like chronic insomnia. 2025 reviews explore intersections of brain, trauma, traditions. Journey nears morning's light of awareness, feel physical world's pull. Cells vibrate again at familiar reality frequencies. Gravity sensation returns, pressing shoulders. Reminding of existence's finitude. But something changes. Room no longer narrow box. Now see dust in sunlight as revealed galaxies. Skin as sacred land. Billions of lives quietly work to sustain existence. University of California microbiota research shows body bacteria influence sleep and dreams. Creating complex inner ecosystem, species like Lachnospiraceae promote long rest. Studies in 2025 link microbiota disruption to sleep disorders, opening new treatments. This emphasizes connection between sleep function and microbial diversity. From micro-understanding arises gratitude. No need to conquer distant stars for grandeur. It resides in Terre's structure, breath's complexity, heart's capacity to embrace cosmos. Each neuron a star, each thought a ray in consciousness's sky. World called reality is delicate shell around wonder's nucleus beyond comprehension. Rising from bed to greet new day, carry fragile balance of dimensional abysses. Manage with humility. Beneath feet microbial empires, above infinite layers groaning under weight. Cosmological discoveries in 2025 reveal fractal universe-like dark matter maps for warped galaxies. Cosmic voids mirror our atom's emptiness. James Webb Telescope discovered anomalous exoplanets in 2025, challenging composition explanations, cosmic blue flashes suggesting mystery energy sources, confirming first stars nourished by dark matter. Universe grows complex, revealing fractal properties. Life is not isolated event chain but continuous flow of matter and energy. Atom's death births new ideas. We are artists, painting reality with existence. Though that picture trivial to cosmos, to us it is everything. Here we love, fear, prove imagination transcends body boundaries. In quietest moments, hear universes whisper. Call from distant dimensions. Reminding never alone. Link in golden chain connecting micro and macro. Amid outer world's ambitions and noise, maintain inner peace. Humble yet profound place, where smile at own mysteries. That path never ends. Merely pause in greater transformation. For each eye closure, new universe births, a new tireless traveler, diving paths of void, undulating in eternal dance of light and shadow creation. Fear not the micro, embrace not grandeur with pretense. Embrace intersection. Sole place where heartbeat leaps with universe's love and life. When morning's first light seeps through window cracks, caressing half-closed eyelids, suddenly realize boundary between dream and reality thin as spider's web. Taut between ends. As traveler between dimensional abysses, unstable feeling lingers in each muscle fiber. Motionless, feel blankets' weary warmth, room's familiar scent, old books, dust, frozen time. But heart deep, no, not same as person who closed eyes last night. Harvard University research in 2025 shows deep sleep alters emotional processing in brain, leading to awakening with fresh, flexible perspectives on daily challenges. This emphasizes sleep enhances emotional resilience. Consciousness awakening begins with faint vibrations in fingertips. Feel blood flowing powerfully in vessels. Superbly woven hydraulic network. Model for engineers. Each heartbeat not mechanical contraction but potent affirmation of existence in universe tending to chaos and decay. Understand gravity's pressure. Actually patient embrace of blue planet. Earth does not passively hold you to surface. It envelops, preventing dispersal into cold cosmic atoms. Quiet union of matter and will, eternal vow. Geological theories view Earth as vast ecosystem linked by nitrogen, carbon, water cycles, influencing global sleep patterns. Moreover, cosmology in 2025 proposes standard models of particle physics and cosmology complete. Yet new data challenge dark energy evolution models in cosmic expansion, revealing more complex, fractal universe. In morning light, behold palms. Interwoven lines, thick skin. Map of storm-filled life. But beneath skin, grand work of life continues. Billions of micro-life units tirelessly work, renew, sacrifice, communicate in refined chemical language. Each breath fresh energy source, sacred exchange between inner and outer. Not separate from world. Part of energy flow. Air in lungs seconds ago, breath of forest thousands of kilometers distant or warm remnant of ice age creatures. Biologists like Lynn Margulis with symbiosis theory show human cells emerge from ancient bacterial cooperation, forming microbiota, controlling dreams and emotions. Research in 2025 links microbiota composition to sleep quality, exercise modulating gut microbiota to improve sleep. This emphasizes sleep microbe connection. In that serene moment, realize grandeur not in distant galaxies sought by telescopes. In heart's capacity to embrace infinite wonder. Recall unconscious workshop, cities floating on purple clouds, inverted rivers. Not absurd images but symbols of human creativity's boundlessness. Bending reality's rules to create new values. Each thought inevitable, yet tears night sky like lightning, illuminating unknown territories of perception. Psychologists like Mark Blagrove propose dreams share and process social experiences, strengthening communal bonds. Research in 2025 links oral microbiota diversity in adolescence to longer sleep durations. But that journey also teaches of shadows. Dream terrors and regrets do not vanish upon awakening. They retreat to corners, awaiting understanding. Chase not shadows, learn to dance with them. Light without shadow loses meaning, infinity without life's finitude becomes monotonous. Matter's inevitable end, like death, imparts intense flavor to each moment. Love more fiercely, value each touch and gaze. In time's infinite flow, all unique and unrepeatable. Charles Darwin's evolution theory emphasizes life as perpetual struggle. Yet dreams simulate threats to optimize adaptation and survival. Updates to threat simulation theory in 2025 integrate pandemic data, showing adaptive benefits. Placing feet on cold floor, sensation waves up spine. Feel connection to deep rock layers below. Heavy elements forged in ancient stellar explosions. Carry stardust. Each step convergence of micro and macro. Feel not small before vast cosmos. For cosmos sees through your eyes. Its sensory organ, silent voice, heart in inanimate matter. Astronomers like Carl Sagan said we are made of stardust. Modern research links body elements to Big Bang. 2025 updates propose mirror worlds with dark matter. James Webb Telescope overturned understandings of supermassive black holes in young universe with discoveries of cosmic chameleon monsters like Virgil in 2025. Narrow room now temple of life. Dust in light not mundane. Asteroids and mini-solar systems, operating in complex orbits touched by light's laws. Behold flowing tears. Carrying ocean salt and all species suffering, yet simultaneously power of purification and healing. All connected by invisible threads, vast consciousness network. Essential part. Fractal theory resides here. Water molecule self-similarity to cloud structures and galactic distributions, as seen by James Webb Telescope in 2025. Research investigates fractal properties of cosmic web, linking to biological patterns. Human pride arises from conquest desire, but true wisdom from humility. Mirrored, see not ordinary worry-laden lonely individual. Fruit of billions years evolution, countless coincidences and survival struggles. Miraculous possibility. Bearer of consciousness, gift and curse, yet supreme privilege. Philosophers like Alan Watts say universe enjoys through humans. 2025 echoes linked to quantum collective theories. Outside, world throbs with burning rhythm. People entangle, city noise slices sharply, ambitions and hostilities persist. But you transform tread that world. Carrying abyssal peace and stellar sparkle. See strangers not as alien. Other parts of self. Unique universes, bearers of hidden pains and unfinished dreams. Networks where scientists like Yang Ul share. Dreams involve high acetylcholine mechanisms, generating inner images to process emotions. Life is not solving equations but living reality. Attempts to confine cosmos to rigid formulas fail against multifaceted life force. Instead, let heart guide. Love, transcending space and time's strongest energy, be compass. Love soul response to meaningless void, bridge connecting separated cells to infinite whole. Yale University research shows compassion influences dreams. Reducing nightmares, promoting serene nights. Opening door, greet morning fresh air with smile. Own mysteries, answerless questions, that infinite path. You are artist. Each new day blank canvas. Awaiting strokes of compassion, courage, hope. Dimensional path ends, true path of this world begins. Live it. Celebrate life each breath, express kindness each action, incline each thought to harmony. For when matter ultimately dusts, light traces remain in other souls and cosmic structures. Fear not micro, empires there. Pretend not with cosmic grandeur, you bestow meaning. Convergence point of all wonders. Place where time's finitude halts. Step forward, light traveler, with faith. Entire universe watches your steps with unconditional love. Dawn throbs. Chasing last night's ghosts. World brighter and realer than ever. And you, with shining eyes, open heart, ready new day. Knowing incarnation of infinite, discovering self each life pulse. All complete, all begins anew. Step forward, love, for you are cosmic and cosmos you.